Hi guys, I'm here today to talk about the 2021 Ten of Ancient Battles and whether you should invest in it or look to pick up these singles. First, I wanted to announce the winner of the Generation Force pack is going to be Voltage Gaming. I left you a message underneath your comment on that video, which has my email address. All you have to do is email me your name and mailing address and I will send it to you. So for the 2021 Ten of Ancient Battles, if you are thinking about picking up a case, I think that it's not a bad idea if you want to sit on it sealed. If you look at the past Mega Tins, I think the 2020 Mega Tin sealed case right now is going for $800. So I think that this case is probably even a little bit better than last year's. And the reason why I say that is because the chase card is Crossout Designator, which on its own might not be better or worse than Dragoon, but because it's being played at 3 copies instead of just Dragoon being played at 1 copy, there's going to be a lot more demand for this card. So it's going to be in short supply. So I think that it's going to be above 85 on release. Right now it's pre-selling for around 115, but like I said, it will drop a little bit once, the listings become more competitive, but I really don't think it's going to go below 80. So just keep that in mind. Now, if you're thinking about buying this now and cracking it open, I would highly suggest that you just buy the singles instead. Just because if you look at ultra rare ratios, which is most of the chase cards are going to be ultra rares, it's only 1.5 copies per case on average, which means if you're open 2 cases, you could have 1 case with 0 copies of Crossout Designator, and then the second case has 3 copies. It just means if you're opening cases on average, it's about 1.5 per case. So keep that in mind when you're cracking this open, because most of these prices you see now, while they are high, they will definitely drop. So personally, I bought 3 cases, and my plan is to open 1 case and keep the other 2 sealed and sell those about 6 or 7 months down the line. The only reason I'm opening 1 case is because there's so many singles that I need from this set personally, that if by the time if I went to order all the singles, the shipping would add up and it would end up just costing me more. So I think if I can open 1 case and just get some of the staples out of there, it's going to decrease the amount of orders I need to place on TCG Player. But with that in mind, we'll look at the prices of some of the singles that are on pre-sale right now. So Crossout Designator is around 112. Like I said, the market price is 115. Talents is 41. For Talents, I wouldn't pick this up yet. Wait like 3 or 4 days after release, because I think it'll be down to 32 to 35, maybe a little bit lower. Same with all the rest of these cards. Never order the Mega Tin cards on pre-sale. It's just never a good idea. There might be 1 or 2 cards that just randomly spike, but for the most part, you're going to lose if you try to pre-order these cards. Just wait, because there's only 8 sellers for most of these listings, 6 to 8. And the other advice that I have is, if you want to just have the cheaper copies, it's okay to get the Mega 10 copies, but where in the case where you have, like, say, a secret rare that was downgraded to an ultra rare, try to pick up the originals, just because those are going to raise in value, whereas the Mega 10 cards are on average aren't going to raise very much in value. For example, we'll talk about Appaloosa. So if we look at the copies of Appaloosa, and remember how to spell this. There it is. So if we look at the different printings of this, the ultra rare is about $13. And when I bought this card, when on the release of the tins in 2020, I paid $13. That hasn't risen a single dollar. But if you look at the secret rares, which I picked up, I think a month after the tins released, I got a near mint first edition for $20. And now if you're going to pick up a near mint first edition, it's probably around $40. So $37. So I almost doubled my value on that. So keep that in mind, especially for cards out of Rise of the Duelist. If you can get them and they're cheap. For example, if Dear Servant's $35 for near mint first edition secret rare, pick that card up instead of getting the $20 ultra rare. That's just my thoughts on this. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. like and subscribe, and then comment down below what your thoughts are on this Mega Tin. If you think they could have made any improvements, if you think it's good or bad, let me know down below. Anyways, have a good day. This is the end of the video.